Hey, welcome to SquareMax Customs. On this episode, we're going to give Rustina, our 1975 Chevy C10, a little bit of love. On a previous episode, we dragged her up out of the ground after being parked over 20 years ago. We got her running, and we threw a set of rims and tires on her. And then we went and parked her ourselves. So I threw a battery in it and got a custom fuel cell in it. We're going to get her all fired up, pull her around, and the first thing we're going to do is, well, we're going to try to wash 20 plus years of grime off of her and see just what she looks like underneath it. Like she was never parked. She ain't got no brakes. So gross. Look it, we got it in the garage. She's a lot cleaner, no? She's still rusty, but Rustina, come on, it goes with her name. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this truck a lot more when I went and bought it and it was sitting for 20 plus years and it was sinking in the ground. What I'm trying to say is this thing needs to be lowered. But that's probably for a future episode because we don't have a ton of time this week, unfortunately. You know, it is December. Merry Christmas to y'all. Well, I hope your holidays are going good. Hey, check it out. The wife's making stuff out of cardboard. She's so freaking talented. So we're going to pull the tires off and do something with them, make them pop a little bit more. And I don't know, we'll go from there, no? Yeah? All right, I got to get to work. So I really want to get that front coil spring out, but it's fighting me. And I was thinking the bottom was going to be easier to pop the ball joint than the top because it just looked a lot cleaner. So that's why I was beating on that, but I'm not having any luck. And I don't want to use a pickle fork and I don't want to mess the ball joint itself up. So I guess I'll try to take the top off because, well, that plate's a lot easier to hit than this one down there. I also tried to bang down on it. I also put a bunch of pressure up on it. Don't worry, I got a jack stand and an extra jack under there. We're extra safe. Hey, real quick. Rodney, man, I don't even know what to say, but thank you, buddy. Like, speechless. I must have pulled that out of my pocket like 200 times. Absolutely mind blown. Thank you very much, bud. So I'm gonna take this nut off here and I'm gonna beat on this until I can't breathe no more and I'm all sweaty and hope that it pops. And then hopefully we'll get that spring out because we have to modify it a little bit. It's wrong. It was put in incorrect and I would like to fix it. I should have did that in the first place. Like literally 3 taps and the freaking thing popped. You know, you should always do it the way you know how. I was just trying something different because this one didn't look fun to get off. And the nut wasn't fun. It was all freaking nasty, but well, look at it. Popped this power steering line in the process, so that's fine. That's supposed to be like that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Is it gonna go low enough? Oh, I forgot to pull the brake line. It's fine, don't worry about it. Almost got her. Got to loosen up the sway bar. Figured we'd get the other side jacked up, seeing as we're gonna have to do the same thing over here anyways. So, pull the last 2 nuts on the sway bar here. And hopefully that'll drop it down enough for me to pull the spring out the other side. These things are never fun. Look it, she's out. It pretty much basically fell right out of there. I mean, no, not really. So I'm gonna do the grown-up thing, and as much as my inside's telling me to cut 2 of these, I'm only gonna cut 1. But I hate doing stuff twice. And I don't think one's gonna make it low enough. Oh yeah, what we're doing for anybody that hasn't done this is we're gonna lower our truck, but we're gonna do it on a budget. And what I mean by that is we're gonna spend, well, my grinding and cut off discs costs like 50 cents each because I buy them by 100 on eBay. But it's gonna cost about 50 cents per side. And I don't know, what would you do? 2 coils or 1? All right, we're gonna do up the grown-up thing. We're gonna put safety protection on, and I'll cut 1 coil. Then we'll put it back in there and see what it looks like. So, it definitely tucked up in there a few inches. I would say it looks like it tucked a good 3 inches, but to be honest with you, I didn't measure it before. I didn't think about it. But hey, quick tip, if you ever decide to do this, obviously you should cut 1 at a time, but you should cut it directly where it ends. Don't cut a quarter or a half or anything like that, because the top of it's shaped different and they fit in there just right and they sit in the spot. I mean, you can do what you want. We're all adults here, you know. I ain't your dad or nothing. I'm just telling you from my experience. Look at the wife's adding a little bling, 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 a little color in there. What do you think about the tires she did? Oh man, they look so freaking good, don't they? A little custom, exactly. She just got done with a new craft. Yeah, sorry, I don't have a before picture, but all it was a dirty piece of PVC pipe I had laying around, some pine cones from the yard, some pieces of wood that we cut from some branches that were dead, and a few items from the Dollar General. But look at, that's cute, huh? All right, back, wait, should we cut another coil out of it? The problem is the next coil is like twice the gap of that one, and I'm afraid that will lower it too much and then everything's gonna collide. And obviously we're doing this on a budget, otherwise I would just buy the parts, but I'm not one of them big channels that make thousands of dollars per episode. I think maybe last week's episode made $33 or something, so I can't afford to just go spend thousands of dollars on every episode that we do. So with that being said, I'm afraid to cut too much out of it and then everything collide under here and it not move no more. So I think we're only gonna cut the 1 coil on each side. So the voices in my head have decided that I'll never be happy with this and I'll always be wondering, what if I cut 1 more coil? So the question is 1 more coil gonna be too much? And the only way to really find out is to cut that coil and put it back together and just see. But just think, if it isn't too much and everything still works and the steering and nothing binds up, well, we'll be much happier and we'll be ahead of the game. So that's what we're gonna do, the right thing. Well, I'm not sure yet, but that might have been too much. This is what I was worried about. Look at this, is the coil we just cut off. This is the first coil. Look at the second coil. It's so much taller than the first coil. Like, it fits over top of it. So the first one looked like it dropped it like 2 to 3 inches. If that's another 2 to 3 inches, then what I'm trying to say is it's gonna be perfect. Look, I know you were all worried about me, but I bought 3 more fire extinguishers. And I know what you're saying. Those are small fire extinguishers. But listen, that other one from the Firebird, that one put out, that was its 3rd fire it put out. And I know, we need a bigger one. But look, I have a bigger one. We have a giant one, but it's for big fires. What do you ask? What's a big fire? Well, I don't know yet, but when we find that big fire, we'll know when to use that. And until then, we're gonna save on that because they're not cheap, and that's what the little ones are for, little fires. And the Firebird was a little fire. Look at. Oh, we made the right choice. Boy, did we make the right... And girls, and the freaking government, they're watching us. They're really watching us right now because that time's coming up where we got to pay them money. Either way, look at... That looks so good. Oh, she's getting so low. It was definitely the right choice to cut 2 coils out. It's a good thing we listened to our inner self. Well, so far, this side's going a lot smoother than the other side. I probably shouldn't say that till we're all done, but... Nice! We're gonna have to replace all these rubber lines anyways, I'm sure. We got no brakes right now, but what's important? Brakes or having a lowered truck? Yeah, that's right, a lowered truck. It's definitely the right thing to do is what I'm trying to say. Well, we still have the fun part. We gotta get the spring out. This is much easier with a lift, but we don't have that luxury in life yet. So, you gotta make do with what you got. And what we got is a couple bottle jacks and an old pump jack. Almost. She's a stubborn one, isn't she? Jeez. We're just trying to love on you. Why you gotta fight us all the time? I need like a 1/4 of an inch. She's almost there. Okay, we're gonna get this thing trimmed up because, well, the factory made it way too long. Real quick, we gotta thank Daniel for sending in some stickers. Man, this wall's filling up. Thank you, Nigel. That thing is sweet, man. I appreciate you making us some custom stickers. Those are awesome. Thank you, thank you. Good old Johnny sent us in some more stickers. That's not all of them. We got a whole pile. The wifey's hooking the wall up right now. We appreciate it all. Thank you guys. The sticker wall is really filling up. Well, I want to show you something before we put this back in. So I went and just cut the 2 coils out this time. And this is why we cut that side and not this side, because this side swirls in nice and small. This side don't get no smaller. And do you see how it's got the little notch? Well, they got a spot on the A-arm that they sit on. So that's why I don't like to cut half coils. So I'm gonna get this back in and we're gonna get her lowered down. Are you ready to see how low she goes? Oh, that's... Look, we still got bounce. Nice. Oh man, is she low. I like that. Maybe we'll leave the rear end high. Face down, booty up. So I know when we started this episode, we said we weren't going to lower it on this episode, but I got carried away and that looks freaking awesome. Oh my God, I'm in love. I actually don't mind the rear end up like that, old school hot rod, but with that being said, I'm also, well, look at the white did of the tires. They look so freaking cool, don't they? Look at the freaking cat's taller than the bumper and he's slouching. Super cool. We got to drop the rear end because, well, we can't. It's just not, I don't know. It looks cool. It does look cool, no? Looks like we're ready to race. But I think we're going to do that by taking the shackle and extending it. Because, well, I got metal laying around, but I don't have shackles laying around. And, you know, this whole truck's like a budget style truck. We got to go through the... Dang taillights. Oh, well, we'll find one. We got to go through this truck and do the brakes and... Well, there's a lot of stuff that we haven't done yet. What do you think about this? Should we cut this? I think we should take one rail out. Just one... No, I'm not getting rid of the wood. I like it. I think it looks cool. It's part of the whole truck. But I think maybe we should take... Just the top level off. It'll just look lower with the rest of the truck being lower. I don't know, I sort of like it like this. Maybe we should leave it like this for a week or so. She's got the dual exhaust pipes coming out. Wait, look. Pretty sure we can just cut it here. And we can cut it here. And then, look at what I found. It's digging through my stash. That looks like it was meant to be, is what I'm trying to say. Thanks again, Rodney, and everybody else that sent stickers. The nut on this shock is stripped, unfortunately. And so we're gonna try to put a little pressure behind it, maybe. And then we'll get rid of old Luga-Duga. Oh, we got it. Whew. I thought the whole thing was spinning, but the stud wasn't spinning. Just the freaking nut was spinning. So we'll have to rethread that. That's cool, at least we got it. Whew. I know what you're all saying. Don't we need shocks? Yes, we do, but these ones, well, the factory made them too long. And the other problem with them is they're really old and they don't work no more. They just don't. They don't do what shocks are supposed to do. So either way, we needed new ones. So for now, I mean, we don't have brakes, so what do we need shocks for? Okay. She looks a lot better, huh? So we got her about 4 fingers lower, and what I mean by that is I was able to put 8 fingers in here before. And, okay, we got her 5 fingers lower. Now I can only fit 3 in there before I hit the tire, so that's sweet. This thing tricked me. This freaking shackle came right on bolted on the top, came right out and everything. It blew my mind, yup. Well, this side we weren't so lucky. So we had to cut it, but we got it, right? Well, now the next problem is, like, I think it looks good just like this. but I also think it'd look good even lower in the back. So with that being said, I'm gonna relocate this bed rail for now. And man, did that bolt fight us. This one's doing the same thing, it's just spinning. But we're getting it. Oh yeah, hey Johnny, thanks man. This thing's freaking sweet. I tried to use it, but it's not a 14 or a 9/16. But hey, thank you man, appreciate it. I know the leaf spring shackle will be into the bed. This is just for fun, you guys. I'm just having a little fun. There's no bed in here, is there? No. To be honest with you, I'd like to put this thing on bags eventually. Not to go bounce, I just want to be able to and then when I start it up, I want to be able to go to whatever ride height I want. And then when I shut it off, I want to be able to go. So I think that would be really cool eventually to do because, well, I've never bagged anything. But for now, we're trying to get that freaking 20-year sitting look back where the frame was sitting on the ground. Okay, we'll never get the frame on the ground without a lot of cutting and welding and really modifying. But we're getting there, right? Piece by piece. She's a lot lower. All the jacks are out of it, so that's how low she's going to be. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready to see the vision. Now you have to remember when we started, we were able to put 4 fingers in between the tire and the bed. Well, now the tire's tucked up inside the bed, so that's pretty sweet. Let's make sure our tire's facing the right way. All right, it's time to lower her. Yeah, look at that. What do you think? That's so cool. I'm so happy. Oh man, I know it wasn't the right way to do it, but she's also not a daily driver right now. But now we can see the vision of what we want. Like, look how low she is. That's so sweet. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, this isn't the right way, but like I said, we just wanted to see what it was gonna look like. Now we know the vision. Now we just have to decide if we're gonna spend the money or we're gonna do bags, we're gonna do a C-notch and an axle flip, some spindles in the front. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is my redneck engineering. And it worked. And we lowered the heck out of it. Yeah, you know, the axle's pointing down a little bit, but that's fine. You don't worry about that. Look how low she is. She looks so good. And then with the wifey letter and the tires up. Ooh. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, once we dug her out of the ground there and we cleaned her all up and we put tires and rims on her, she looked like she had a lift kit, like she was a 4x4. I could shove my hand in and go right over top of all the tires. It was crazy. This is so cool. You know, I was thinking about it. I might just leave it like this. Yeah, I lose a little bit of bedroom, but if you think about it, I can throw 2 of them old metal gas cans, one on each side with the inside cut out so it hides it. And well, if I do a C-notch, you always lose like the whole center of your freaking bed. By the time they're done, you got like 6 inches at the top. At least that's most of the ones I see. I'm not sure. I don't know. What would you all do? Put it in the comments. Would you bag it? Would you just axle flip it? Would you raise it back up and buy all brand new factory stuff so she rode brand new? Would you buy spindles for the front? Or would you just leave it and drive it the way it is? She's sitting so low. I'm so happy. And we used like 4 cutoff discs. And well, I don't know if you can count the Sawzall blade because, well, it's still usable. But either way, maybe $10 worth of material and some metal we had laying around. Oh, it's night and day. It's like way better. And she's shined up. No, okay, she's not really shined up, but she looks way better without being a black moldy door, because that was, oh, that was so disgusting. 20 plus years of grime. So cool. Now we got to pull the bump stops out the front, because when we pull them out, we'll have 2 inches of bounce, and we'll put a piece of rubber in there, and then it won't clunk no more. Oh, we got lucky. Don't you worry about that rust. Rustina's got a name for a reason. The header's clear by like 3 inches. We better be careful at the school pickup line, that's for sure. Well, that's all the time we got for this week. I really appreciate you all watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, smash that like button, please. And share away. Don't forget, SquareMaxMerch.com. Peace.